Hello everyone, welcome to this week's broadcast. I am Jesse Surrett reporting for ManningLive at the CCNN Studios. Today is August 2nd, 2019, and here's what's making headlines in the news this week. On this past Saturday, July 27th, Sumter County First Step convened an early education roundtable discussion with special guest Shirlane McRae, the wife of New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. First Lady McRae is a well-known national advocate and champion for mental health reform and pilots Thrive NYC, as well as the city's Coalition for Mental Health Advocacy, which consists of over 200 mayors in 50 states. Her appearance was made possible by the Honorable Mayor Julia Nelson, who serves as the mayor of Manning, South Carolina, but also works as the executive director of Sumter County First Steps. Other participants in the roundtable also included Clarendon County First Steps and other community partners that are involved in early childhood education. The roundtable served as a peer-to-peer forum where educators, consultants, and advocates could continue to exchange information, ideas, and training related to early childhood development. When asked about the success and outcome of the roundtable, Mayor Nelson said the roundtable is an excellent example of the role First Steps local partners have as a community conveners. She also added that across the state, First Steps nonprofit work to educate, coordinate, and collaborate with the needs of young children and their families, and that her position as mayor helps her significantly by affording her the opportunity to engage notable figures that can bring attention to community in which she serves. Recently, there have been dozens of reports of vehicle break-ins all over the Manning and Somerton area. Some of them were under the jurisdiction of the Manning City Police Department, and others were investigated by the Clarendon County Sheriff's Department. Security cameras were able to capture the images of individuals who were committing crimes at some locations. After extensive investigations by both departments, the perpetrators for the crimes were identified and arrested. As we mentioned in our last broadcast, it was discovered that the crimes in the Manning residential neighborhoods were actually committed by two young men who were walking around at night simply checking for unlocked doors on the vehicles. They would then steal purses or the money that they found. They were eventually charged with vehicle theft of a truck that was parked in a residence in Pine Knoll. One of the two males was identified as a minor under the age of 18. The second was identified as Latrell Nelson of Manning. Multiple charges of breaking and entering, trespassing, and theft of a vehicle were put towards the two males. In other unrelated cases in Manning, another male was identified and charged for breaking and entering vehicles that were parked near the McLeod Health Clarendon Hospital in the employees' parking lot. Eugene Seibert was charged with 3 counts of breaking into motor vehicles, 6 counts of unlawful use of a credit card, and possession of a stolen vehicle. His bond was set at $70,000. The break-ins near Somerton were in a similar pattern, but were committed by another male not believed to be connected to the crimes in Manning. He was arrested and charged with multiple counts of the same nature. As we bring this news to you, we once again encourage everyone to take precautions against theft. Remove all valuables from your vehicles, keep your doors locked, and do your best to park in well-lit areas. Mark your calendars for the upcoming Dancing with the Stars fundraiser to be held on August 3rd. This year's show will be a competition made up of dancers who have participated over the past 10 years since the event began in 2009, along with a few newcomers to round out the field. Who knows, you might just see a few familiar faces out there on the dance floor. Just like almost every other event, it is shaping up to be sold out, so please make sure to buy your tickets as soon as possible. Come out for an action-packed evening of music and entertainment. The cost of a ticket also includes a wonderful catered meal. The location will be at the Bean Market at 111 Henry Street over in Lake City. For more information or to purchase your tickets, please call 843-687-7774. Sheriff Tim Baxley of the Clarendon County Sheriff's Department recently sent out a letter via social media and the Manning Times about the increased number of telemarketer scams that come to our phones. These scammers will pretend to be from places like the IRS and ask the person to answer personal questions such as their name, birthday, and social security number in order to verify their identity. Those three pieces of information are then used to open a credit card account in that person's name, thereby stealing their identity to commit financial crimes. Another common tactic is to call someone and identify themselves as the version of the prize patrol. They will tell the person on the phone that they have won huge prizes such as cash, cars, or even an exotic vacation. If you receive any calls that the person is asking you to identify yourself in this manner, never give that information out over the phone. Try to write down the number and the name of the person who's calling you, and if possible, get the name of the company that they claim to be representing and report your information to the proper authorities. Do not become a victim of identity theft. The effects can last many years and are often very difficult to correct. Manning Times editor Johnny Weeks was fortunate enough to spend some time with a few furry friends right here in the studio. Let's head over to see who he's hanging with this week.
Hello everyone, my name is Johnny Weeks. I'm the editor for the Manning Times. We're reporting to you live from CCNN Studios here in Manning, South Carolina. We have with us today Allison and Jackson from A Second Chance Animal Shelter. Allison, tell us who you brought with you today.
I brought Tulip. Tulip is about 4 months old. She's a Chiweenie mix, which is a Chihuahua Dachshund mix. We've actually had her since she was 3 days old, so she was turned in with her 6 other siblings and mom. She's getting spayed on August 10th. She's up to date on all of her vaccinations, so she will be ready to go as soon as she is spayed.
She's sweet.
Yeah, she's very playful. She's a little shy at times, but she's definitely coming out of her shell.
Yeah, she's lit on all of us today. And also, Jackson, could you tell us about the new event that you guys have coming up this weekend?
Sure. This Saturday we have the Family, Friends, and Fur Day, starting at 11 a.m. at the Second Chance Animal Shelter at 5079 Alex Harvin Highway. We will have water slides, bouncy houses, snacks, drinks, tours of the property with the animals, a lot of volunteers, just a lot of fun for family and friends to come out and see a little bit more about what we're about and what we do for the community, and hopefully find some of these wonderful animals such as Tulip here, a forever home. So please come and join us.
What's the address at the shelter?
5079 Alex Harvin Highway, right here in Manning.
Allison, can you tell us a little bit more about what people need to do if they would like to adopt Tulip or another one of the animals out there?
Yes, so you can fill out an adoption application either online. Our website is asecondchanceanimalshelter.com, or they can come by the shelter and fill out a paper copy, and then that has to be processed. Usually takes about a day or two, and then once it's processed, if they have other animals, we'd like for them to bring them up there to make sure it's a good match, and then they get to take their new family member home. Our adoption fee is $125 for dogs, and that includes them being spayed or neutered, up to date on shots, and heartworm tested if they're old enough.
That's great. Everyone, if you're interested in any sort of animals that they have out there, cats and dogs, please go by and give them a look. They'll be glad to help you and show you everything that they have. It's a worthy cause. I want to thank A Second Chance Animal Shelter for coming today, and Tulip. Until then, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Well, those are our headlines for this week. This has been Jesse Surrett reporting for Manning Live at the CCNN Studios, where we don't say goodbye, just until next time.